Maddie, toughen up. You're gonna go to an audition and not get picked someday. Get it?
Was Maddie Ziegler ruined by her coach Abby Lee on Dance Moms? Is she still not able to forgive her mum for what she put her through? And why did Maddie have to hide her new boyfriend? Hi, I'm Joy. Prepare yourself for the childhood you wouldn't envy. Growing up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the now nationwide known dancer was not born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Ziegler began her dancing journey when her mom Melissa signed her up for dance classes at the age of 2. And 2 years later, a sweet and shy kid became a part of the Abby Lee Dance Company, where she trained in every dance type possible. While her peers were playing in the playground, Maddie was training daily, non-stop, to win competitions. With each small victory, Ziegler got closer to her all-time goal, to become a professional dancer. And that time finally arrived in 2011 when Maddie entered the elite competition team on the reality TV show Dance Moms, a chance not every dancer ever gets. Little did she know that what seemed like the chance of a lifetime turned into half a decade-long nightmare that Maddie barely escaped.
I feel like now I've never been happier in my life. And I'm not stressed at all, which is crazy. I was stressed at 11 years old, which shouldn't happen, so.
After entering the first season, 8-year-old Maddie was undeniably gifted when it came to her emotional performances, rare flexibility, and immaculate choreography. Miss Abby became a big fan of her trademark Maddie face expression. From day one, Maddie was the best one, the perfect one, and everyone's favorite. But all those titles came with a hefty price. Achieving stardom that early in life wasn't easy for Maddie. The constant pressure and hate from her fellow dancers took a toll on her well-being.
Maddie, I know you're not feeling well, but suck it up. We gotta get through this, okay?
My stomach's hurting.
See that picture? You have to worry about the win. Got it? No mishaps.
With every step of progress came a stronger need to improve and impress, and it seemed as if nobody around Maddie was on her side. Her coach, her mom, her friends, if you can even call them that, all rooted for their own benefit, but not for Maddie's happiness. In 5 years, Ziegler progressed from a purely gifted kid to an unbreakable top professional, prioritizing her training over everything. Imagine competing with your own sister to keep your top position. The ongoing anxiety and stress were more than any person could handle, let alone a kid. Miraculously, Maddie's efforts paid off. Her captivating performance was noticed by the one and only Sia herself. Yet the pressure only doubled. Sia, a miracle or same old misery? In March 2014, Sia personally reached out to Maddie Ziegler on Twitter with an offer to dance in her Chandelier music video. Can you believe that? Words cannot describe the feelings of pure joy and confusion Maddie went through when she found out it wasn't fake. Ziegler couldn't believe her eyes, saying, "I didn't even know she was making a video. There was no audition, no anything. It was just a direct message from Twitter." Imagine not only getting texts from an iconic celebrity in the middle of the day, but also being offered a part in their project. Maddie was able to learn the choreography for the Chandelier music video in just 2 hours. And that's how a star was born. The viral music video amassed nearly 2 billion views on YouTube and led to skits on Saturday Night Live, Jimmy Kimmel's show, and made Ziegler an international sensation. For Ziegler, this experience was completely different to any competition or project she'd done in her life before. It was really out of the box, and it expanded me a lot, said Maddie. "I'm used to competition dances where you're like, point your legs, but this time, you just need to let go and feel it." With such a positive response, Maddie's destiny was set. The collaboration changed her life. The second I started working with Sia, all of the training that I ever had just went out the door, and it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Becoming Sia's muse was a lot of responsibility, and international backlash toward the singer was about to tarnish Maddie's name too. First scandal alert.
I was like, I'm sorry, but it's really dirty.
Back in 2015, Sia's music video featuring actor and filmmaker Shia LaBeouf split the audience into 2 camps. The Elastic Heart YouTube video generated more than 2.6 million views in less than 24 hours, yet an emotional performance in the cage between an almost 30-year-old actor and a 12-year-old child was not taken lightly.
Shia kept saying, "No, you need to hit me as hard as you can."
The message of an internal battle was not in focus. Shirtless Shia was in such close contact with Maddie, and a wave of uproar followed. Haters brought their outrage to Twitter saying, "The new Sia video is disgusting," followed by Elle magazine jumping on the trend, titling the video as creepy. Maddie's career could have ended right there and then. Thankfully, Sia was quick to issue a public apology, saying the video wasn't meant to make anyone uncomfortable. In hindsight, unlike the triggered people, Maddie saw the video as her first chance to break free and show her true self on screen for the first time. It is art. That video will always stick out to me because that was the first video where I really feel like I broke out of my insecurities of coming off too much or weird. Yet, not every problem can be solved with fame. In Maddie's case, it actually became the reason her family shattered into pieces. Going through dysfunctional family drama. On stage, Maddie put on a smile for every performance she did, trying to hide the obvious. Heartbreaking drama happening at home. Nasty feuding between Ziegler's parents, Melissa and Kurt, was displayed in front of the whole nation, and it completely stressed Maddie and her sister Mackenzie out. It especially affected their performances. At the time, Ziegler revealed in an interview she didn't feel safe around her dad, saying, "I get a little nervous when my dad comes backstage. He freaks me out sometimes. It's not the same as my mom." In 2011, the two actually divorced, but the whole custody process wasn't clear-cut. It's safe to say that her parents' battle only added another layer of hardship to Maddie's life. While Maddie suffered during her stressful training, she didn't want to give up on her dreams of becoming a full-time dancer. Despite Melissa's constant lashing out at her girls and the pressure to perform despite pain or discomfort, Kurt didn't get full custody. In 2015, Maddie got candid during an interview, saying she barely sees her father these days. Kurt may not have stayed in Maddie's life, but his daughters managed to leave the hellish competition of Abby's Dance Moms in 2016 once and for all. After cutting ties with Abby Lee Miller after her exit, the star confessed she's never even watched a single full episode of the show, saying it was a nightmare she needed to recover from. A lot of the things that show promoted is very not what I stand for, like having an older woman yelling at kids. I'm glad that we've gotten out of that. Did Maddie switch one exhausting career for another? Let's see. Sia's protege 24/7. Maddie Ziegler has found continued success after leaving Dance Moms. The dance has been on the list of 30 most influential teens by Time magazine 3 years in a row. Maddie's one-time collaboration with Sia turned into a lifetime commitment. From recording music videos together to becoming absolutely inseparable while touring together for a year. Maddie launched her own fashion line, Maddie Style, created her own activewear collection, conducted an international dance workshop, joined Sia at Dubai World Cup, and even wrote her own memoir, The Maddie Diaries, which became a New York Times bestseller, all before she turned 18. The dancer, now actress, had no time for rest, and people began to worry. Sia was slammed for being another Abby Lee to Maddie. In November 2017, the 15-year-old Ziegler confessed to people she stopped seeing her family because of her workload. "I've actually lived with Sia this year more than I have with my actual family. She's my second mom." Despite harsh criticism, Ziegler bonded with Sia, who became the best friend she never had. Unlike Ziegler's mother, Sia made sure to check up on Maddie at all times and was always there to support her. "I don't feel much pressure in terms of being her face for performances," Maddie said, shutting down criticism about her work hours. It all started off with Maddie wearing Sia's name on a necklace and getting a white Audi for her 16th birthday, to now living as neighbors. Maddie couldn't be happier to have Sia by her side, but persistent exposure to the whole world was something she still constantly battled with. Insecurities keep haunting. Now, despite her 13 million fans on Insta and an acting career with Steven Spielberg, Ziegler's life didn't become easier with more experience. In 2019, the star told Mary Claire she suffers from intrusive thoughts stemming from her first dance competitions, saying, "I'm insecure and I compare myself to every girl on social media." In 2018, Maddie had an 18-month-long relationship with Australian teen Instagram influencer Jack Kelly, which ended in trauma for the dancer. Non-stop paparazzi coverage and fan speculation over their breakup resulted in hundreds of videos about their personal lives. For Maddie, it was the last straw. The star publicly declared she was shutting down her media presence from now on, saying, "I had a public relationship for 2 years, and I'm never ever going to make any relationship public as much as I did, or so we thought." It seems like last year, Maddie finally found someone who turned her world upside down. In March 2020, after years of silence, Ziegler shocked her fans with an Insta picture of her cuddling in bed with the singer Eddie Benjamin. Although the two were pretty secretive about their relationship status, fans can't get over Maddie and Eddie's relationship goals photos together. We need a collab ASAP. Despite her happy relationship at the moment, Maddie's life is yet to be drama-free. Never-ending controversies persist. This January, Sia made her directional debut with a musical drama movie, Music. Although the film received a list of prestigious nominations, the critics slammed the Australian singer for underestimating the intellectual abilities of autistic people in her work. As a neurotypical dancer outside of the spectrum, Maddie Ziegler was accused of ableism for playing the lead autistic character and imitating the behavior, which was offensive for the community. Unlike Sia, who fired back saying she would never make art if it doesn't include Maddie, the dancer avoided commenting on the situation. This February, Ziegler told Independent that her stressful past made her avoid drama at all costs, saying, "I've actually stayed out of it all just because I'm 18 years old and it's a lot of pressure. It was all made with good intentions and with a good heart. Is it even possible to live drama-free in Hollywood? We shall see." What next? As of now, Maddie is onto new ventures yet again. The actress has 2 drama movies in post-production, The Fallout and West Side Story. And from the looks of it, the actress is just trying to focus on making her impact count, saying, "I want to be a really good role model for kids my age. I want to be able to tell you that you can work hard and then your dreams will come true." Are you rooting for Maddie to explore her creative freedom too? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more relatable content. As always, thanks for watching.